Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q, and once again, I'm in my kitchen. Today for dinner, I'm going to be making hamburgers. Not your plain old ground beef hamburgers or ground turkey or ground chicken. I've got some special meat. During my daughter's recent visit, she brought me some caribou meat. Yes, caribou. I'm going to form this caribou ground meat into patties. I've got all the fixings all made up. I've got bacon, lettuce, mushrooms, tomatoes, onions, cheddar cheese, pickles, and we're going to have us a treat. So stay with me while I get this party going. We're going to have caribou hamburgers for dinner. We have some sauteed mushrooms, which are going to go on our hamburgers, and a little bit of garlic in there, and a couple of little slivers of onions. These are the fixings that we're going to have for our caribou burgers. I've got some bacon, which I crisp up. Actually, I cook my bacon in the microwave. Just makes cleanup easier for me. And actually, I like the way it turns out. The texture's fine with me. I've got some romaine lettuce. Got a few little pickles in there. Here are my buns, and these buns are going to be toasted on the grill. Other things I have include some grilled mushrooms, sliced tomatoes, onions, and some cheddar cheese. I'm going to cook these caribou burgers on the grill out on the deck. So my next step from here is to just get the patties all made. Like I said, all the fixings are done, so we just need the patties done and the buns grilled, and we're ready to eat. I decided to weigh this caribou just to see how much I have. It's weighing in at 1 pound, 13.5 ounces. So we're going to go and make them into patties. Not sure how many I'm going to do yet, but I think I can get at least 4 or 5 nice sized patties out of this. It's a very, very lean meat, so I don't expect a lot of fat. And I thought about maybe adding some cubed up beef fat or something like that, but I decided against it. I'm just going to go with what it is and cook it. Let's open this package up and see what we have. Caribou, packaged September 2018, burgers. It's very red and very, very lean. I'm going to cut it into quarters, and that way I'll have a little bit less than 8 ounces of meat per patty. Very, very lean. I'm going to make little balls out of it. Seasoning wise, I was standing here thinking, how am I going to season this? And I think what I'm going to do is just to add the seasoning on the outside. I pulled a little too much off of that one. Just add the seasoning on the outside of it and grill it. To season these burgers, I'm going to be putting some olive oil on them. In addition to this organic buttery steakhouse seasoning that I picked up from Costco. Kind of like it. It does give it a buttery type flavor with a little bit of salt and other little seasonings that are in it. So I'm going to pour a little bit of the olive oil on each of the patties. And the olive oil is going to serve to both help the seasoning stay on the burgers. In addition, help the burgers not stick to my grill grate. I mentioned before I'm going to be cooking these outdoors on the propane grill. And on that grill I have grill grates, so I'll get them up to temp. They get very, very hot. And the whole process of cooking them, you get nice little grill marks on it, and you get a very, very high temperature. Depending upon how long this takes, I may have to do a reverse sear, and which I'm going to have the grill marks put on first. Then I'll test the temperature internally, and if the temperature is anywhere under, say, 130 degrees, I'm going to put the burgers off to the side in the grill and let them come up to temp so that they won't be as raw. Okay, I've got my seasoning. I'm going to go all over it. Get them coated very, very well, because keep in mind, we're not putting any seasoning in the inside of these burgers. And put some there so when I roll it around, it'll get both sides. Make sure I get all the sides of the burger. Get it all into shape. Then I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. Then put it on my tray to the side. I'll do that for each of these. Flatten it out some. And put it on my tray. I'm looking forward to tasting these. Because it's ground meat, I won't have to worry about it being tough. So there's no tenderizing necessary. It's just a matter of getting flavor in there. I have no clue what caribou tastes like. We'll see. My last one. Putting a moderate amount of seasoning on there. Flatten it out. Make sure it stays rounded. Put it here on my tray. Now we're ready to take it outside and get these babies grilled. I'm going to put some clarified butter, better known as ghee, on my buns so that when I toast them outside they'll have a nice color to them. And add a little extra flavor. So coat this on both sides of the buns. Okay, my friends, I'm going to attempt to tape this. I don't have any light out here, so it's very, very dark. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hamburger patties on the grill grate. And I have a timer here so that I'm going to time every 2 minutes. I'm going to do a turn. Let's start with one until I see how these manage on this grill grate. That's the end of the first 2 minutes. And then I'm going to take this contraption and I'm going to rotate my burgers around and attempt to get some nice grill marks on them. And it'll be another 2 minutes on this angle. Then we'll turn them over. I took the Caribou burgers off of the grill and they were at about 135. Now I know I need to bump these up because it's ground meat. I'm going to bump it up and I'm going to go pretty well or medium on them. So I'm going to take them up to about 145, 150 because their juices currently are still very red. We'll come back. They look great. I want to show you the bun. I grilled it out there, so I've got nice little grill marks on it. They're toasted, and you can see that butter. Nothing left to do but to put this baby together. I've got my burger built. I put some mayonnaise and mustard on each half of the bun. I've got a layer of lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. Then on my burger I have cheddar cheese and bacon. Turn this over. Hopefully it will stand upright. And that's my Caribou burger. There you have it, Caribou burger. Still got a nice medium pink. I temp probed them. They were at about 160, 162. So now, let's see what this is all about. How does this taste? Let's take a bite. Texture's good. Actually doesn't taste any different than a beef hamburger. I want to thank you for going on this journey with me, cooking Caribou burgers. Actually pretty good. I like this. It's not dry, it's still moist in there. So I think if I had taken it to well done, it would have dried it out. I'd also like to invite you to please subscribe to my channel. I want you to like. If you don't like, well, I'm sorry, tell me what you don't like and what I can improve upon. I want you to tell your friends, share, and let me know in the comment section just how you feel about my cooking. I do a variety of things. I do barbecue. I do plain old home cooking. I like to cook things that are not familiar to me, just as a try it. I'm not a baker, so very rarely will you see me baking anything, but general, just good old good food.